Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. Even if you ain't subbed up and you just like coming to the channel or you watching on your TV or whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. I hope you having a smooth 7 collective. I love y'all, man. It's an honor to be here and do these videos with y'all. We've been doing this for about a little over a year. When I first started, I didn't know it was gonna go to this height. I didn't know we was gonna have a place where we could come and enjoy, get away from life, you know, and stuff like that, or just dive deeper within things that's going on around us. I still appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Today's video is a shout out to y'all, man. Before I get going, all these clips came from y'all. So today, every clip you're gonna see came from somebody a part of the collective. There's still comments and messages and DMs I haven't got to. I know I've seen some of those messages as well. I told y'all I'd shout some of y'all out. So real quick, Patty Kelly, told y'all I'd shout you out. 510 God, I told y'all I'd shout you out too. Bella from San Antonio, I couldn't see the end of that. I'm assuming it's San Antonio. Shout out to you too. And Ralphie from Florida, bro, I always see you in the comments. I appreciate you as well. I want to give some love to everybody that's part of the collective. To a few, there's still a lot of people I'm still trying to get some love to. So today, man, appreciate the collective. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Mysterious region. It's a gateway to another dimension. But that's not even the craziest thing that was recently discovered. In declassified naval reports, there are accounts of ships and planes vanishing, saying they disappeared without a trace, as if swallowed by the sea. These incidents have occurred for decades. So what's really happening in the Bermuda Triangle? This is where things get scary. In recently uncovered documents from a top-secret military project, it said that the Bermuda Triangle is not just a danger zone, but a portal created by an advanced ancient civilization known as the Atlanteans. The documents specifically mention that the Atlanteans, who had mastered interdimensional travel, established the Bermuda Triangle as a gateway to another realm, which has since become unstable and causes the mysterious disappearances. However, once the Atlanteans disappeared, the technology behind the portal was lost, and the true nature of the Bermuda Triangle was concealed to prevent widespread panic and exploitation. This explains why so many ships and planes have vanished without explanation, and why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's most enigmatic mysteries.
Not hard to imagine. A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear,
They can just steal your money?
followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in 47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. That a lot of the beginning of that was real, bro. A lot of that has already happened. You said it. They said it rhymes with glue team for entertainment purposes. If this was to happen, I could see it. I could agree with them. I could see all that happening and playing out. I could see all that happening and playing out. But one thing I heard him say is it could happen on a Friday. So that's great to know. Am I gonna hold that all the way there and say that's what is gonna happen on a Friday? No, because like I said, we always get our timing screwed up. We always be like, it's gonna happen here, then, and then it happens after, or it happens a little before. We always a little off with the timing. But let me know if I'm tripping. I agree with that last clip. Collective, y'all agree with it? That was a dope ass clip though. What y'all think that is? And that didn't come with no sound. Cause I know, and sometimes like I repeat this for like the 50th time. If the clip don't have no sound, it's because YouTube muted it. It was muted. Something was in there that it had to be muted. Sometimes it could be a copyright claim, and sometimes it could be the smallest thing, but that's what it is. So a lot of the time that's the case, and sometimes people be like, why post it if it's gonna get muted? I don't know it's gonna get muted until it's uploaded. Sometimes y'all get the video will be out, and I get a notification that that there's a copyright in the video, and then I have to go in there and try to fix that while the video is already out. Literally, it could be 4 hours already out, and I'll get hit one. So sometimes that's how it be. Don't assume that I muted it. Please, please, please. I'm asking so nicely. I'm trying to vibrate high when I say that. So please. Don't assume. Don't assume. There was no sound with that. So just letting y'all know.
It's literally sitting right over this building, bro. These folks over here said they've been trying to figure it out for months. I don't know what that is. I done looked over there. It ain't nothing on the ground over there that can be illuminating that. It's just right there. Ain't nothing else like that. Can somebody tell me something, bro?
America, I need you to forget about everything that's going on in this country right now and listen up very, very closely. Someone has invited you to come to their country. And the last time they did this, they were inviting Ukrainians to come into their country before something very, very major happened. Guys, Vladimir Putin has just invited every single American who is interested to come to Russia and get citizenship. And if any of you guys have seen the Tucker Carlson interview, when you think about Russia, from what he showed, it's actually a better, cleaner, more modern country than America. So will you take Vladimir Putin up on his offer and move to Russia? And who knows? Could that be warning because something major is getting ready to go down here in America? I'm out.
Hey, somebody put in the comments how to figure that.
The Smithson family and the history of the Smithsonian Institute is something that we could never talk too much about. There's just incredible underground storage vaults in the Smithsonian Institute where they it's like I call it the informational Area 51. Cavern system was uncovered in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was actually not a small river carving it through millions of years. The fact is, with the Uinta Basin, all the inland ocean that was all part of that, something cataclysmic happened, fracturing of the rock around the time of 30 AD that caused a massive amount of water to go out over a short period of time and carve the Grand Canyon out. There's plenty of evidence of that. Major Powell did his first expedition down the Grand Canyon. Everybody thought he was crazy as a loon. You know, there's this one-armed major was lost his arm in the Civil War, coming down in the 1870s. They mapped this great river. They thought he would never make it out. If you look at the Powell Museum there in Page, Arizona, there's little boats and they go over the cataracts and the massive amount of water. It was an amazing feat. Survived, as we know. He had a Native American Navajo guide that basically took him down, not expecting to even know if he'd survive the trip. Powell wrote everything in his report to Congress, and he explains what he found looking up at this cave, which was quite a ways up from where the river was flowing in 1870s. And as the explanation went, he went up into it, was able to rock climb up to there's like a keyhole opening that was not natural. It was absolutely carved. And he went in and was shocked with what they found. Egyptian artifacts galore inside. So he didn't have time, of course, to do a full-scale excavation, but in his report to Congress, he made mention of it. Well, that, of course, garnered the attention of the Smithson family, and the Smithsonian Institute sponsored a second trip through, this time loaded with photography equipment to document what was in there. And so the Smithsonian Institute went in there and, my goodness, took all kinds of pictures. And instead of going on down the river, they actually hiked up to the top of the rim and went overland from there to map that out. Okay, that's part of the unknown history of the early expeditions of the Grand Canyon. A guy named G.E. Kincaid, who is an employee of the Smithsonian Institute, he's survives the Great War, comes in, and he's funded by Smithsonian to go back in cavern system. So Kincaid does that, goes in under the disguise of mineral exploration, prospecting, okay? And he locates the exact same Powell cave, goes in with his photography equipment, and brings out a massive amount of precious metal artifacts. Comes up over the top. He's so excited about what he's found, he makes a front page headlines. Amazing find in the Grand Canyon. News articles on my blog, which was all from, again, the Smithsonian Institute. Well, my blog was shut down and erased, actually, in December of 2019. A lot of people, oh, wow, this is fantastic information, Doc. I just post them. So the question that people ask me is, where'd you get these pictures? Well, I had he's now deceased, so I can talk about him now. a friend named Dr. Melvin Laney in Washington, D.C. had high-level security clearance, and he had full unfettered access to the Smithsonian's archives. He sent me this information tied into what I'm working in the property here in Utah. Now, another story for another time, but it tied in, most definitely ties in, this story of G.E. Kincaid and the amazing discoveries at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. PowerPoint presentation to people who want to come and see this. I think it's interesting.
Smithsonian says, no, it never did happen, but you got into the actual archives. You got actual documentation.
It's an amazing, jaw-dropping story. Let me just give you some hints of what we're going to be showing. Massive amounts of mummies. And the big thing is, Terry, is there were thousands and thousands of panels of Egyptian hieroglyphics that have been interpreted. And what it tells the story of should rewrite all the world's history, frankly. Because it's none other than the biblical Joseph of Egypt and his history. It answers the question, really. It was more than just a deal with Potiphar's wife that elevated Joseph to be the most powerful vizier, and second only to the Pharaoh himself. It tells the story of how he ascended to, and why he was able to bring all the grains and survive the famines that went on. It's all in the history of this cave in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's an amazing story.
So, do y'all remember we came across, I think, 2 videos. The first one, it was Rashad Jamal talking about how the Grand Canyon is really in Egypt. And if you get to the Grand Canyon, you can get to Egypt that way. Do y'all think that the Grand Canyon's over here in America and you got Egypt over there and they left some artifacts over here? Or do y'all believe what I just said we seen in the past videos where Grand Canyon is part of Africa or Egypt and it connects to it? That's why we roped off from it. I'm asking. Well, I'm leaning towards it possibly could be. That's why they keep us from the Grand Canyon, because they know we can lead our ass right to Egypt. I'm leaning towards that. Grill me if you want. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you disagree. Kind of interesting. They lie about so much. It's like, come on, bro. Why wouldn't they lie about that? And Smithsonian's, did they add the ending of that to play with the perception of the public so people could trust them more? Think about it. Smithsonian's, y'all study history and artifacts and things like that. The Egyptians, am I reaching? Let me know if I'm reaching. Clip before that. If anybody got any information about the Putin deal, spam it up in the comments, send some links, or DM it to me. If y'all can, because I know y'all get one request. I don't know why it's like that with the sending messages, but that's how it is. But let me know. I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about that thing going to Russia and getting about America. Let me know.
Brief. If you want more details, follow the pages in my bio. But this is the Defense Technical Information Center's website. And as you can see, the title says, Weather as a Force Multiplier, Owning the Weather in 2025. I can't word it a certain way because I don't want to say it, but that's what they're saying. So this is going to be used for weather modifications, military operations, military strategies. I would say more, y'all, but I want this video to stay up. But sidebar, I referenced this CIA document the other day, and I mentioned the cloud seeding generators. It says, could be employed under appropriate meteorological conditions to produce precipitation that would interfere with the operations of radio-guided or remote-controlled devices or vehicles. So my question is, if somebody's making it rain to prevent an attack, kind of like a counter UAV, how would that affect people in the near area? Like, would it be light rain? Would it be heavy rain? Would it cause a flood? Just good questions. But hey, man, like, share, and comment. Follow those pages in my bio. Follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and my backup TikTok. My name everywhere is @TerrellSpeaksLife. Love, peace, Ashe.
So I just watched this video of these Amish people building up a whole farm in one day together with unity. Now just imagine if everybody came together, unified, and start to rebuild our communities. We will be living in paradise. Everybody knows their role that they're playing. There's nobody complaining about. Nobody's doing more work than the other person. They doing everything how it's supposed to be. Nowadays, this is something that we couldn't even fathom. Everybody works together. And this just one farm in one day, a small collective of people. They built that from the ground up. They started at 7 a.m. Like literally, if we all came together and did this, we can end the homeless crisis. We can end the food crisis. We can literally end every problem that we ever had. And this video behind me just goes to show you that it can be done. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Like even the ants inside of nature get this concept. Unity is key. We could be so much further in life if we just unified.
The root is bigger than the branch. Remember, y'all heard it from me. I say that all the time. The root is bigger than the branch. If you try to break a root, it's going to be really harder to break the root than it is to just grab a switch off the tree or a branch off the tree and just break that thing. That's all I'm saying. There's some thick ass branches on the tree, but most of the time the root keep the tree up, bro. So, hey.
Shit going around the world, especially here in Chicago, and I'm finna get down to the bottom of it. Now, I've been seeing a whole lot of videos going around talking about Venezuelans is taking over Chicago. They taking over this building that's on 61st and King Drive. So I'm gonna walk over there real quick and see what's the word. Cause I think it's cap. And I think that they're trying to start a war between our people and their people. I don't want to say the races because I don't want this video to get taken down. Shout out to Sun though. But I haven't seen actual video proof of nobody on that block. Don't get me wrong. I did see that shit that happened in Aurora, Colorado. That was one incident where some people had some, and they took over, I won't say they took over the whole apartment complex, but apparently they robbed somebody, they did what they did. But I don't believe that's happening all around the country. And the reason why I say that, because it's a whole lot of Chicago police reports saying that, 32 people. First of all, how y'all know it was exactly 32 people in the building? Exactly 32? It seemed like some conspiracy type shit, G. And I feel like it's to get, because at the end of the day, bro, I'm over here by Oblock right now. I'm gonna show y'all. It ain't no way the Oblockians or the 6030s is gonna let that shit slide, bro. My theory is that they want to bring martial law, or they want to be able to police these neighborhoods. And the only way that they'll be able to enforce that is if the people sit there and vote and be like, oh, it's too violent out here, it's war, it's this, and that. And they create an illusion that is war. And that's why I said, like, they trying to manipulate people by being all in their emotions, bro. If they can manipulate you by your emotions, especially by being black, then they can get you to do anything. That's how all these politicians be doing. Now, if y'all not from Chicago, y'all don't know how 63rd look. Look at all these people on the block. Look at all these melanated people on the block. How you doing, miss? Doing pretty good. You mean to tell me them niggas came over here, straps, is that the third, Taurus, G? Nah, that shit ain't happening, bro. That shit major capital. Hey, y'all live over here. I'm actually doing a little fake small interview about the building on 61st. Y'all ain't seen none of that shit, did y'all? I'm not recording y'all. Okay, cool. But y'all, nobody saw nothing just besides police reports, right? You don't know nothing about nothing? Okay, yeah, so apparently yesterday, 32 Venezuelans took over the building on 61st Street, and I just don't believe that's possible. The way they took over an apartment complex. You really think they did? With all the people out here, you think that happened? Okay, well, thank you for your feedback. Thank you. See, I'm just asking people who actually live on the block or two, and they think it happened. So we finna see if I'm wrong, we finna see if I'm right, we finna see if I did chill and smoking. But hey, I gotta be in the field to really know this shit, so let's see. I don't know, man. This motherfuckers out here, shit. If they can get people to go to war, I'll vote for some shit that didn't happen, like they do every other war, like they do every other situation. They can manipulate y'all, and guess what? They can make y'all vote. They can make y'all have them people coming here, and now it's police walking around. We got curfews and shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, y'all. I think it's this building right here. I think that's the building. I'm finna interview some people over here and see what's happening. Get their part of the story type shit. So yeah, y'all, I'm over here talking to a couple of people that's over here on 61st. They definitely verified that shit did not happen. It's
just media trying to start a war between Venezuelans and blacks. That's all. But these Venezuelans, they trying to survive just like we are.
The same shit, bro. I agree, man. And I appreciate what y'all doing out here for real.
For sure. Thanks, bro.
So but it wasn't a whole apartment complex. Imagine 3 people robbing one person. That's all that happened. So now what I think is happening is that the media is using this as an opportunity to manipulate people. One real thing happened, so now people in Dallas are saying it's happening to an apartment complex in Dallas. I lived in DFW too. Yeah. But it's all reports. Like it was 5 Chicago, I think it was like 15 different reports from Chicago police officers saying 32 Venezuelans in the building on 64 King Drive. But there's no reports of actual people or no witnesses actually seeing this shit. I'm like, there ain't no way none of y'all niggas let this shit happen on this block.
What they was talking about, bro, say that it was a big ass party.
It was a party, man. They threw a party.
They had a party.
And it wasn't just, it was mostly Venezuela, but the guys was in there too, because they with the guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Squares off us. How do I go?
And it wasn't even like that, though.
What
it was, though, somebody reported, see how the village was. They got.
I believe it.
Just like
why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So they put that on social media and they just took it and blew it up.
Because now they're trying to get people. They're trying to get us to fight them, and I'm trying to.
Like yesterday, I seen the video about the O Block shit. They weren't even nowhere in O Block. They was by Von Miller, then they were talking like, oh man, Venezuela take it over. They got the background.
Yeah, the video they added. That's what I'm saying. And I
don't even think dude was Venezuela because he spoke English too good. And he didn't have an accent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they try to push this narrative and try to get us to fight with each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's exactly what I'm trying to catch.
That's why I'm out here talking to the brothers out here like, man, don't fall for that narrative. That narrative false, though. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. For real.
You be fine. They taking over the... I know, bro. They ain't even like that. Why? I said, bro, don't listen to that shit. That's the media trying to push this narrative.
I had to come down here myself. I had to show people like, no, I doubt it. I doubt it.
We got a text to our job group. From the big boss.
The big boss. Like, what's going on down there?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He thinking it's like...
He don't hardly...
And that's what I'm saying. So you got people who you got people looking at this on social media, TikTok. You got kids that's, all like the... And they just thinking it's rah-rah. They don't understand, like, how this shit go. And they take the internet shit and they run with it. Now everybody...
They trying to push this narrative.
They definitely is, bro. And I'm glad y'all shutting that shit down. It's extremely dangerous, bro. Or whatever, because they disrace, so and then the martial law go come, and we got curfews. It's bullshit. So
they trying to push that shit.
I'm glad y'all really stand up against it. What confirms it, y'all? The media is lying. Here's the building right here. That shit did not happen, bro. That shit did not happen. It is major cap. Y'all heard it from the people y'all heard it from the motherfucking people themselves, y'all. That's just more proof for y'all to stop trusting stop trusting everything you see on the news. And now that people don't even watch the news, social media is the new news. Is all this shit is captured. Trust yourself, trust your intuition. I wasn't even finna walk over here. I was just finna take them all on that, bro. And right before I went to bed, I was like, no, check, verify that shit, bro. That shit ain't happening. They pushing this story all around the world. They gonna make people start offing each other, bro. And I don't that shit. Y'all stay sane.
Look at that one diamond. That one diamond can feed all of America, Europe, Africa. He is literally dripping in diamonds. He got pearls. Is this a sapphire? Holy shit.
So, that video of dude in Chicago, that was sent to me from somebody from Chicago. So, I just want to go ahead and be able to put that out. Because they just said right there's some Venezuelans that get along with some of the hoods there. And it's some people who like, it was some people in the comments who was like, nah, that ain't happening out here in Chicago, bro. That ain't happening. What y'all think? Maybe it did happen. Like he said, one true event led to other people saying that it happened where they at. Clearly it did happen in Aurora, Colorado. But in Chicago, they said it was a big ass party. It's just crazy how the media is probably most likely trying to control perception so they can make something go into play. Because like we saw when they said it was predicting the future. Food control, everything they do control. If they could just put us and control us even more like they did in 2020. Except in 2020 it was like a drill for them. as a test run, now it'll be some real life shit, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm glad he clarified that. I'm glad he was able to go see the building and see it wasn't nothing going on there. And it's good to see that people who are going through that in their city are actually hip to what it possibly, or what it seemed right there to be. They know what it is. Like, nah, bro, that's the media, bro. They trying to get us to go against them because of this and that. Like, y'all know we can't, for entertainment purposes, fit in the guidelines. Y'all know what it is. But in that last clip, with dude, with all the, man, come on. When he bringing up like he could possibly stop homelessness and, you know, poverty and stuff like that, we all know them people pay for what they want. We know that, bro. Come on. It should not be a surprise that they rather keep themselves at the top. And again, like we saw, there is no middle class. Either you got it or you don't. Straight up. Either you up there or you down here. It's one or the other. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Sad we live in a world like that. Because I know I see people all the time. I just was in the store and saw somebody who was talking to himself, and he looked young too. He looked younger than me. He looked like he was in his 20s, bro. And he was going through it. Mental health. He had, you know, strung out. He had a lot of stuff going on. Talking to himself. Dirty as I don't know what. I'm not even jumping on him. I'm just speaking on what I saw. And it's just sad, bro. Can't even have a conversation with bro. He's so far lost. He lost. It's crazy. But y'all know he made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But again, Collective, I appreciate y'all. Today I just wanted to go ahead and react to nothing but videos that was sent to me from y'all. It's an honor again to be here and do this with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I can't say that enough. Man, it's been fun. Like I said, it's been a little over a year. Man, it's been fun. It's been fun. I would not want to do nothing else but to be here rocking with the Collective. So, on that note, I hope y'all having a smooth 7. And until I see y'all in the next one, man, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know